Charlie, you see, the matter is this. Some teams they are teams and they are teams. They are teams and they are teams. There's Real Madrid and there are other teams. There is Real Madrid and there are other teams. If this was, say, Carabao Cup, this was FA Cup, this was, you want to say maybe like, Emirates Cup. You see the Emirates Cup? Yeah. We will understand that, yeah, Arsenal has taken a 3-goal lead, so Charlie, nothing can happen. But this is the Champions League, for crying out loud. This is the Champions League. The greatest club in the history of the Champions League. And it's not just the fact that Real Madrid is the greatest club in the history of the Champions League, but it is the Champions League where anything can happen. We've seen it before. Anything can. It's the Champions League. Liverpool against AC Milan in the finals. Barcelona against Paris Saint-Germain. Many times. We've seen unimaginable things happen in the Champions League. That's why we are telling you this morning that, all right, and when I mean we, I have my partner who is equally supporting me in that regard, because there's an outlier here who says, no, that as far as the Champions League is concerned, is a competition of the impossibilities. You understand? That's what the Champions League is about. That's why we are telling the Arsenal fans that calm down, calm down. Enjoy your first leg victory, but don't let it get over your head. Don't become too proud and they can't come back. No, calm down. This is the Champions League. We've seen it before. Many times. So calm down, all right? But congratulations to Arsenal. To all Arsenal fans around the world, congratulations. It's a well-deserved victory. Well-deserved victory. Expertly taken free kick by Declan Rice. Well-deserved victory. You absolutely deserve any form of celebration you choose to, honor this victory with. You deserve it. All right? You deserve it. And it's a deserving victory. It wasn't hard luck. No, this was a deserved victory. But this is the Champions League. The same way you, Arsenal, defeated Real Madrid 3-0 when nobody saw it coming. It's the same way anything can happen. All right? So this morning on Prime Sports, we are essentially just spending the time to do that. We are essentially spending the time to talk about the potential comeback. The comeback, the inevitable comeback of Real Madrid against Arsenal come next week. That's what you're spending time to do. And wherever you are around the world, you get to be part of it via the text message, via Zoom, all right? Get yourself ready. Tell us why you believe Madrid can indeed come back. And tell us why you believe Madrid cannot come back. That is the conversation. It's as simple as that. All right? But before we get into that very quickly, Liverpool fans are happy because Salah has extended his contract. 2 years. But I think it's a contract that Liverpool shouldn't have given to Salah. It is time to say bye-bye to Salah. It is time to rebuild. It is time for Liverpool to rebuild. This decision, it is... Charlie. Anyway, Achu is here. Of course, Daniel is not around. Achu explained why Daniel is not around. Last week, Daniel explained why Achu was not around. So this week, Achu is explaining why Daniel is not around. And we have one of our youngsters also joining us. He went viral on, was it Wednesday, Tuesday, when Madrid lost because he was on commentary duty, and Charlie, he couldn't contain his pains. Charlie was doing the analysis, the co-commentary, and he couldn't contain it. In fact, he had a terrible night that day. He couldn't sleep. He just couldn't sleep. He was sleeping, and at about, 3 a.m., then he just wake up and he shout, hey! He came the next day on Thursday morning in the office, and we couldn't. He said, you call him Frimpong. He's called Frimpong. You call him Frimpong. You call him like 6 times before he respond. Absent-minded. According to Achu, the guy couldn't do any work. Any assignment, he couldn't do anything. He was completely distraught. So, small boy Frimpong is in the building. All right? You look at girls and you're feeling it off. Hey! Achu is also here. Achu,
Zachito.
Shall I hear the guy in Philao? I hear the guy in Philao. I hear everything. Hey! Chairman can do NSS. Let's see take the NSS do for you. Actually, your boy.
You see the NSS ID card multimedia they give you?
Yeah.
You know the way you own. After work, when he's about to get down from the Trotsky, we carry him from circle to in-house. Then you go clip him.
Say we multimedia boy. Joy Sports boy.
Bro.
Typical Joy Sports boy. Manicho, say, shout out to Manicho.
See, you see that video where you people do where you figure say you the true love, you die. You don't know what you do give up. Bro, you see, the ID card it they show multimedia journalists. But what it doesn't have is Joy Sports.
Yeah. So the video no confirms say
bro, video where people they take ask yourself say, how come video where people they take laugh you? He post them every day till today. Check his WhatsApp status right now. He go there.
Typical Joy Sports.
Because the baby girls foresee say truly he did Joy Sports. Wednesday he come office. Just as you were saying, you go shout frimpong, sir.
You know they hear.
That if you push them, they go say, hey.
I say it was almost like an epidemic. You know, even maybe likened to a pandemic around the world.
Bro, all the Madrid fans were all of them.
They were distraught. They were distraught. Charlie.
But there's part 2 coming. Because we have sent Daniel Cranton on a sensitive diplomatic. We have to make sure that this job we finish up. There is no room for any.
That's why Daniel is not around.
We have sent him.
He's been sent on a diplomatic.
He's going to see Atetus. See, the haram ball that is coming in Madrid, they never see some before. If we are there and you are saying that when there is a first goal, if Madrid score in the first 10 minutes, if there something rattles the bar, if some mistake happens, and Vinicius will do goal. Wednesday, we'll see. The haram ball that Atetus and Cranton are cooking for us. You think Arsenal are coming to play football for you to dribble your way to? See, we are not in.
This is the ball. Cathedral. This is the cathedral.
See,
it's the Santiago Bernabeu.
See, Arsenal
is the home of all possibilities.
Is not interested in playing football.
Tell him. The Bernabeu is the home of all possibilities.
You know what's going to happen on Wednesday?
Miracles happen in football.
Listen to the boy. You really relax.
Miracles happen in football. And quite remember in the year 2003, 2004.
Champions League. My history, no.
Deportivo La Corona versus AC Milan. In the first leg at San Siro, AC Milan trashed La Corona by 4-0. Then the second leg, they came.
Second leg?
Yeah.
4-1.
At that time, the away goal difference really counted the Champions League.
Yes.
So the second leg, they came to Spain. At that time, AC Milan had Dida, Cafu, Gattuso, Pello, all these great players were there. Then they came. It took them wonders. Something happened that day. You can't explain. Because it was not Barcelona, it was not Real Madrid. It was Deportivo La Corona. That season, they had a great season. But in the Champions League, no one expected them to do that. And they beat AC Milan by 4-0. 4-0. AC Milan didn't score a goal.
Not a single goal. There is a certain magic in Spain.
Yes.
There's a certain magic in Spain. What the Spanish team are now they are same. What the Spanish team are now they are same. What the Spanish team are now they are same. Which other Spanish team did that?
Now, fast forward to the 2016-2017 season. That was Barcelona. Our rivals.
Barcelona.
So they went to Parc des Princes against Paris Saint-Germain. Then in the quarterfinal. Cavani destroyed Barcelona
on that day.
They destroyed them when they had the MNS, Messi, Neymar, Suarez. Now they came back to Camp Nou for the second leg. And luck is part of football. Neymar handedly qualified Barcelona. But it was Sergio Roberto's last-minute goal that won in the game. Nobody can explain how that game happened. Because Barcelona won by 6-1. Though PSG scored, but Barca scored them by 6. 6-1 at the Camp Nou. So
And this was all in the Champions League?
All in the Champions League.
By Spanish teams?
By Spanish teams.
Ah!
Then another one to happen to Real Madrid. And that was in the 2015-2016 season against Wolfsburg. So Madrid went to Wolfsburg in Germany, lost by 2-0.
2-0.
When they had Bale, Benzema, and Ronaldo. Now the second leg to the Bernabeu. Now before that game, when the Wolfsburg bus were coming inside the Bernabeu, when they saw the fans in the aura there, something popped into them like, we are coming to hell. Today we have to prepare. When they got to the Bernabeu, the tension, the pressure, the atmosphere, the energy. So it was like a different game. To the first, like the one they played in Germany.
Oh yes.
In the first half, even not a single shot on target from Wolves.
Not a single shot on target. Wow.
And the man himself, Ronaldo, single-handedly carried Real Madrid, as he always does. Hat-trick, bam.
And Madrid was true.
So at that time, the away goal counted in the Champions League. Wolves couldn't score because if they had scored one goal, they could have qualified.
So look, no, relax. Tobasi. Let's make the point. Look, very important, all right? All the cases you've given, this is like a court. You are arguing your case. These are, so one, you established that in the Champions League, anything is possible.
Very good.
The fact that a team has lost in the first leg is no guarantee that the team will lose in the second leg.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. And you've demonstrated it.
Yeah.
In the Champions League, anything is possible. Then you further demonstrated that, in fact, in the Champions League, when it comes to Spanish teams, you have to be careful how you celebrate when you defeat them in the first leg.
Yeah.
Because you've demonstrated it again. Yeah. Italian giants, AC Milan, humbled by Deportivo La Corona. Yeah. French giant, Paris Saint-Germain, humbled by Barcelona. Wolfsburg, humbled by Real Madrid. And what are you seeing come Wednesday?
I was on co-commentary with Danny K on Tuesday night. Now, Madrid didn't play badly against Arsenal. In the first half, Madrid had big chances, which Kylian Mbappe could have scored, but he couldn't.
Yes.
Now, in the second half, it was a different game. Now, even before the game, I said it on X that Arsenal are going to dominate the midfield because looking at Camavinga, Modric, and Jude Bellingham, they've not really played together as a trio for Real Madrid. So, Partey, Declan Rice, and Odegaard have played more than 2-3 seasons at Arsenal, so they understand each other, and they are going to dominate the game. And we saw that. Partey had an excellent game on Tuesday. And then second half, Arsenal scored the 2 goals through individual brilliance from Declan Rice.
Yes.
It was pure individual brilliance.
Yes.
Not that they went
nobody pass and 60 passes. One free kick,
bam. Another free kick, bam. And that was Declan Rice's first ever free kick goal. He has never.
His last free kick goal.
Yes. And that is his last. Now, Mikel Merino scored that goal.
Yeah.
I spoke to Ancelotti yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
What did he say?
Now, we are going to make tactical changes.
Critical tactical
changes on Wednesday. Madrid on Wednesday night is going to be a different game.
Completely different Real Madrid setup.
Different game.
And I can see that the Madrid players, everybody has been tweeting and is IG.
Like, you lose 3-0 in the first leg of the Champions League. Now, when they asked every player, what was the response, Musbah? We can do it. We will do it.
We will do it. We are Real Madrid.
If there's anything we can do,
there's another 90 minutes to be played.
Very good.
Rodrigo can score 2 free kicks also at Santiago Bernabeu.
I missed this one against Manchester City. You all remember that game?
Yes. 3-1. Etihad. Bernabeu.
Then we came to the Bernabeu.
Pep was on his knees, begging.
Rodrigo came.
And do you know even the interesting bit?
No, it's about
Arteta, Pep, Arteta, Pep, Arteta, Pep, Arteta, Pep. You see the connection?
Yeah. Arsenal have not, played in big games like this.
No. Declan Rice, has he been to the Santiago?
What is going to happen on Wednesday?
Has he been to the Bernabeu before?
What is going to happen on Wednesday?
Has Declan Rice been to the Bernabeu before?
You know the thing about history?
Luis Kelly, has he been to the Bernabeu?
You know the thing about history?
Has he gone on a tour to the Bernabeu before?
That's it.
The moment they enter there,
why does he
why
is he a tourist? Why does he need to go to the Bernabeu?
Like they are on a
for
tour.
what?
The Bernabeu.
Why does he need to go to the Bernabeu?
There.
You know the thing about history? History is malleable. You can bend it to fit any narrative you want to sell. History, it is malleable. And the beautiful part of history is that you can choose which parts to fit your narrative. History is your truth. That's why a friend of mine will break it down and say, his story, your story, the gospel according to you, not exactly the entire truth. But see me, when I'm here, you can't lie. You can't twist my
There's nothing like lie.
See, this idea of when you have when you have Spanish teams, nonsense. When you're talking about teams that bottle 3-0 leads, teams that bottle healthy leads, it is the Spanish teams who have a reputation for doing that.
And we've demonstrated to you that the Spanish team...
Atletico Madrid and Juventus. Atletico had a 2-0 lead. And then Simeone went and did this. He said, cojones, I have cojones. Ronaldo said, I had 5 champions.
Atletico Madrid were playing against Ronaldo. They were playing against Ronaldo. When Ronaldo is involved,
it doesn't matter.
Well, it matters.
I'll tell you what happened to your goats as well. You calm down.
When Ronaldo is involved, is a different
Ronaldo went and replied with a hat-trick. Atletico, were they not a Spanish team?
No, they played against the best player in the Champions League. They played against the best player in the Champions League. It's a different matter.
It's not your narrative.
No, it's a different matter.
This is my story. They were a Spanish team, but they got disgraced. You see, in Spanish football in the modern era, irrespective of who you support, the greatest player is Lionel Messi. Messi was on the pitch when Barcelona took a 3-0 lead to Anfield. In the Champions League, knockout stages. What happened to them? It took an English team to produce that comeback, 4-0. Was Barcelona not a Spanish team?
Again.
Was Barcelona not a Spanish team?
No, again, very convenient analysis.
No, you will not choose which narratives.
It's fine, it's fine. It's okay, you make your point.
Yes.
To be fair with you, you make
Barcelona were a Spanish team, so I am picking apart this wishy-washy narrative that as for Spanish teams, when they are there, they took a 3. You see, if you want to test the strength of a team, it's not necessarily when they are down. It's when they've done, it looks like they've done the job. And it's practically impossible, and yet they bottle it.
You see...
2016-2017, Barcelona again. Beat AS Roma by 3-1. Barcelona, they beat AS Roma by 3-1 at the Camp Nou. What happened when they went to Rome? What happened when they went to Rome? Roma wiped them with the floor. He wiped them with the floor. Like, you see the way you use a mop there, you just push it in, you just push it anywhere. You push the mop anywhere you like. That's what they did. In Italy, in Rome.
Yeah.
So, look, it doesn't matter your passport. Your passport, nationality is like, as for Spanish, forget. Passports, embobo.
But you see, conveniently, it's a very fair point to make.
I'm not done.
No, but we need to take some text messages.
I'm not done. We need to see themselves. They are enjoying their analysis.
I say continue. Continue.
They are enjoying the analysis. Okay. Now let me tell you why on Wednesday there is no chance of Real Madrid qualifying.
No, wait. Before we get to that, we will get into that. No, we'll get
to finish.
No, relax. We'll get
because you allowed him to tell you what will happen on Wednesday.
No, of course. So, but relax. We'll get into that. We'll get into that expert analysis. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. We'll get into that expert analysis. Why you believe Madrid cannot qualify, and maybe why he believes that Madrid can qualify. Even our viewers will join us in that conversation. But just to say that it's really interesting that the reference point he makes is completely different in terms of context. As far as the situation we are dealing with here, you talk about Barcelona, taking a lead, going to Rome and losing the lead. Atletico Madrid taking a lead, going to San Siro and going to Juventus home and bottling it. You talk about Barca going to Anfield, bottling it. In all of these scenarios, conveniently, these Spanish clubs, as he said, took the lead in Spain and went to bottle it. But in this context, we are dealing with Spanish clubs going away, losing, coming to Spain and turning it around.
So
and we
if you had allowed me to finish,
and we are demonstrating to you that
if you had allowed me to finish,
and we have demonstrated to you, and we have demonstrated to you.
You see, let me just land.
We have demonstrated.
You see, when he was talking,
let me just land.
When he was talking,
we have demonstrated to you that when it
Deportivo La Coruna.
I'm coming.
He said Deportivo were having a fantastic season.
I'm coming. Just
Real Madrid.
Let me just land.
Real Madrid were also having a fantastic season.
And we have demonstrated to you that when you are dealing with Spanish teams and they have the opportunity, when Spanish teams are down, they have the opportunity to play the return leg of a Champions League game in Spain, they always show something beyond the ordinary. And we demonstrated that to you in the Deportivo La Coruna performance, the Madrid's performance, the Barcelona performance. And in his counter-argument, he brings an argument of these teams taking the lead in Spain and going to bottle it away. But the context here is not about Madrid having a lead against Arsenal at the Bernabeu, and we are saying that Madrid could potentially go to Emirates and lose it. No, it's Madrid losing at the Emirates, coming to the Bernabeu, and giving Arsenal what they deserve. You understand? Right, let's get no problem. But let's get into your thoughts on why you think Madrid
the foundation for each of those comebacks that he referenced were teams that were actually good and were having a very brilliant season. So he mentioned Deportivo. He mentioned Ronaldo against Wolfsburg, right? And all of those other teams. Those teams that season, there was no question marks about the level at which they are operating. Everyone is just assuming that the Real Madrid team this season is the same as the team it was last year, or the seasons when they did very well. So the game against Bayern Munich, the PSG game, the Man City games. This season, Madrid have been draws. Like, they have been draws. So you cannot just wish away all the poor performances we've seen from Real Madrid. How bad. When Madrid were about to face Man City, Ancelotti said, forget about everything else that has happened. This is where our season starts. And that we are going to play well from here on, and we'll start winning games convincingly.
It's not because Madrid have such a high standards
No.
Even though they are in the Copa del Rey final, they are 4 points behind league leaders.
You see, at the big level,
we still believe that they have had a poor season.
When Bayern Munich sacked Julian Nagelsmann, they were in the contention for a treble when they sacked him in March. When they sacked him in March. So the when it comes to the big, high. When it comes to the big clubs, you can be in the running for a treble. But if there are deep-seated problems, technical problems that the coach has not addressed, it can cost you your job. And Ancelotti knows this. So this week, he granted a press conference where he said that he gets all the criticisms, but the only person whose opinion he cares about is Perez, and that for the time being, he retains Perez's support. Look, he's saying that because Madrid have been poor for a long time. Just take your mind back to the matches they've played, at least in the last month. Leganes, Real Sociedad, Valencia. But if Sociedad can put 4, if Sociedad can put 4 past Real Madrid, never mind that they lost. What makes you think Arsenal cannot go to the same Bernabeu and get a goal? If Leganes can do it, Valencia, who are going into Segunda, if they could do it last weekend. See, I respect Real Madrid.
But he's the champion.
They are the greatest team in the history of the competition.
No, but he's the Champions League, you know.
The common denominator in each of those great performances from Real Madrid in recent memory is that those seasons, they were actually good.
But you know, last
season, very well.
When Real Madrid won the Champions League, to be fair, if you look at Real Madrid's performance of the Champions League last season, as much as they won it, which ultimately crowns that they were good, in terms of game-by-game performance, Real Madrid struggled throughout the competition. They even struggled to come out of the group stage. It was a season where people were even thinking that this would not be the season for Real Madrid. But they demonstrated that, look, as far as this competition is concerned, we know the competition.
Let's not confuse it.
And don't underestimate
Let's not confuse the issues. There is having 1 or 2 odd games. There is not playing well in a few games. And then there is having a full season of just playing for the results and being poor all through. You get me? Even in the Champions League, Madrid have had like countless things. Like I don't remember the last time Madrid did well in the Champions League and had more games where they lost and underperformed than they won and did well.
Just to mention that Zoom link is active now. We understand somebody has joined us on Zoom, and we'll be hearing from you very shortly as I choose.
The same bit about AC Milan went there and won this season the Champions League. Madrid beat Stuttgart, but Stuttgart were by some distance the better team. We saw what Liverpool did to them this season as well. And you are the one who introduced the passports thing and the nationality. And when Madrid have faced English teams this season, what has been the outcome?
It's Arsenal.
English teams this season. And Arsenal, are they not an English team?
Yeah, I said it's Arsenal.
Arsenal, is it?
No, I'm just stressing the point.
Is Arsenal a Welsh
team? They face other English teams, but this is Arsenal.
And it is Arsenal.
This is the quarterfinals of the
And that is what is important because in the history of Madrid, they've never scored a goal against Arsenal in the Champions League.
How many times?
They
played just twice.
You are the ones who say that.
Played just twice. Sorry.
3 times, not twice. 3 times. No, 3 times. And each game has been a knockout phase game. So we cannot water down the significance of those.
You want to
Each game has been a knockout phase game. Yet, the greatest club in the history of the competition, we all agree to that, has not been able to lay a finger on Arsenal.
And that's something to...
See, there are some things...
That's something to be excited about.
How
many times have they
been in the Champions League?
They should have been there. They would have seen.
That is the
Had they been there, they will see.
Yeah. That is the... But why? Do they need to meet Madrid every season?
They should be. They are good enough. They would have met Madrid in all the finals. Madrid has been in the finals of the Champions League.
How many times do Madrid... Wait, I have a question for you. How many times has Madrid met Shakhtar Donetsk? How many times has it? But Shakhtar, 3 or so times, but every time Shakhtar has their number.
All right, we understand we have somebody on Zoom now. Let's get to Zoom now. Of course, it's a Madrid-Arsenal, conversation. We are building up to the big game come next week, Wednesday. There are games on Tuesday, but the games on Tuesday, if you look at what happened, this Wednesday, it looks like the games on Tuesday, there, Fala, Barcelona, Dortmund, there, and Aston Villa, PSG, so there, I say, the meal is ready. The meal is ready. But what's his name? What's your friend saying? Emmanuel, Gima? Edu, Charlie, Cham, can you hear me? I don't think we can hear you more. Can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself, please?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sharp. Charlie, let there be energy in your voice. Let there be energy in your voice. Charlie, what you...
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you, bro.
This match between Real Madrid and Arsenal, this second leg, I don't see any win from Real Madrid. Because if care is not taken, Arsenal will still beat Real Madrid.
Why?
Because this season itself, the Madrid team is not good though. The kafu is an but this season there.
Tell him.
I want Valencia did to people. This season I don't see any comeback. And like I said, if Madrid can win this game, then unless Arsenal, the mindset of Arsenal will be in a side that they are going to defend. If they try to defend, that is when Madrid maybe can do something. But if they also decide to open up and play, I'm afraid they might beat Madrid again. They will. Because if you see the form of Arsenal team right now, Charlie, don't go there.
Edu, just hold on. Fripo, what response do you have for Edu on those?
Why does he need to respond to that? Why does he need to respond?
He's only spoken once, so let him speak again. What response? Speak to Edu, Charlie, Fripo. What response do you have?
Okay. Yeah, Edu. Madrid have not played, good this season, but this is the Champions League. Okay, when it comes to the Champions League, it's a different ball game. And even last season, as Musbal said, Madrid did not really play good games in the Champions League. But when it matters the most, they make sure that they get a job done and then they qualify. That is what is going to happen on Wednesday. Madrid didn't play poorly on Tuesday against Arsenal. No.
They had their chances.
They couldn't score. But on Wednesday, it's going to be a different game. Arsenal are going to feel a pressure they've never felt in their life before. They've been battling it in the Premier League. We've been saying it so many times. We've been saying it so many times. They've been chasing the Premier League for the last 3 seasons. So I get your point, but on Wednesday it's going to be different.
Okay, Edu, your final points, yes.
Like I said, if Madrid is going to win this game, you know, unless Arsenal, you know, there's this mindset that, for Real Madrid, they have the spirit of Champions League and they can do anything. If Arsenal, they are not scared enough and they try to open up this game, you will see what I'm talking about. Next week, Saturday, you will come and sit here and tell me that maybe I was a prophet or something like that. If they are destined to, or if they decide that they are going to open up this game and play without any fear, they are going to beat Madrid again.
All right.
Because Edu, this season, Madrid team is not good at all.
All right, Edu,
at all.
All right, let's pick another person on Zoom. Edu believes the Madrid team this season there is not good. It's not good. And this whole thing about comeback there, Charlie, is morph. Madrid morph now. In fact. But we have someone else on Zoom. Who have you got on Zoom now? Who is on Zoom now? I think I can see the person here. All right, maybe. So David Feka. David, Charlie, can you unmute yourself and let's hear you. And if you can sit up small, just sit up small and, thank you. Great. Charlie, let's hear you. Where do you stand?
I stand with Arsenal.
Why?
Oh, it's obvious. You know, the history says it so. History in football cannot be downplayed. You see, 3 matches, not a single goal against Arsenal. And, people are still challenging that Madrid will do a comeback. Anyway, it's possible, but I don't see that happening in the second leg. Nothing will happen at Bernabeu.
But do you believe the theory that in football anything is possible? And we've seen it many times.
But he just told you that nothing can happen.
Do you believe that in football, especially, I'm sure, you've lived on this earth for quite a while. You were not born yesterday. And you've seen things happen in football.
Sure.
So when Madrid fans say that they can do a comeback, you understand where they are coming from. The reality that in football, anything is possible, especially the Champions League.
Yeah, that.
I don't know. Whoa.
That's what I said, that it's possible. I don't see it coming. Not with this Madrid team. I'm not against this Arsenal team. Maybe you could have.
It's possible, but not against this Arsenal team.
Against any other team or with any other team, but not in this situation.
Yo, David, no problem. We'll hear you. Even David killed Goliath. No, this is
exactly.
No, this is
you get the point.
Hey,
you get the point.
Hey, this guy's hey, man, come here, crowd.
That you are in the spirit. You are in the spirit.
but this David, this Madrid David cannot kill the Arsenal goal.
No, right now, Arsenal is the Goliath. Yeah, Madrid is the David. Based on the scoreline. All right.
You know, the funny thing is that before the start of the first leg, people downplayed Arsenal and thought that within the first half or something, Madrid will just finish Arsenal. There were a lot of talks and bragging rights and everything, but just after the 90 minutes, we all saw what happened. And it's just going to be a repeat of what happened at the Emirates.
All right.
Nothing serious or unheard of what happened at the Bernabeu.
All right, David, thank you very much. Which team do you support, though? Are you an Arsenal fan? It's gone off. Because I've monitored, I've observed it, even in the office. They are just like 3 Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
The rest of them who are making on Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City, Barcelona, Leganés fans, Valencia fans, Olympics fans. Like, what is wrong with you guys, man? We have another brother on Zoom. Kweku is on Zoom. Kweku, Charlie, I beg. I hope you are coming to give us vim because these Arsenal fans.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Kweku. Charlie, is the comeback possible?
How are you doing?
We are good.
This has been our rating since 2000. Anytime that we are about to start the Champions League, they rate us off. Real Madrid can never go anywhere. Real Madrid can never go anywhere. But this is a question that I keep asking myself. Like, they keep rating us off, but every time, like...
You keep proving them wrong.
Like they keep doing this. And not now. If we were able to do it to PSG, who brought Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, and Sergio Ramos himself, we were able to do it to them. Man City at their prime, Chelsea at their prime. Finally, Arsenal.
How much more Trossard and Merino?
Have you ever done it against Arsenal? Have you ever done it?
How many times have they been?
Wait. So how many times have we played?
How many times do you need to play them before you can beat them?
Okay.
How many times do you need to play them before you can beat them?
Wait, I think like way back 2017, there hasn't been a club who has won the Champions League back to back.
Yes.
So like it was a tax that was like given to us.
Yes.
And
if Arsenal were that,
it was a state that like every 10 years an Italian club is at the Champions League. So like the Juventus have a final. Or the winning. But we went ahead and like we scored a 4-1 at the final.
That event is irrelevant. You are shifting the ball.
He's telling you that anytime you
how do you jump from how many times have we faced Arsenal to but we beat Juventus?
Yes.
What's the correlation?
He's making a point about doing the impossible.
You are talking about
Kweku fire. Continue. You have more time. Continue.
No, both teams are doing face each other like for a while.
Yes.
And one thing that I will tell you, they say, like you're good. Because maybe like Madrid anytime they are Oshawa no Oshawa. And among all the clubs in Europe, Arsenal Yes.
You've met them on 3 occasions. You and
Then in about 3 years, near Shawm. I get one to level. Now Lamon Casabium.
Yes.
But I can bet this with my life.
Hey, slow down.
Oh yes, I believe in what
Hala Madrid.
Slow down because next week Saturday we need you here.
All right, Kweku, let's speak some other colleagues of ours on Zoom, all right?
Slow down.
Hala Madrid. Nice one, bro. Who do we have now? Who do we have? I think they said we have a lady, some lady joining us. Okay, not a lady. Okay. Charlie. Okay, what's the name? He's behind us. What's the name?
Some lady joining us.
Hello. You are on, brother.
Is Edmond?
What was Edmond?
What's the name?
Edmond, mute the TV, yeah?
You are on, brother. Edmond.
All right, guys, try and get a message to Edmond that he should lower the volume of his TV set because the feedback is coming here, all right? And speak to us through the phone, all right? We can see that he's still on. If it has been sorted, then we can have him back. If it has been sorted, then we can have him back. Yeah. All right, so is it sorted now? Edmond? All right, guys, I think Edmond, we still have the challenge with Edmond. So you pick another person. Yes, we've told him. So Edmond, we are just, Edmond, if you can hear us, kindly mute the volume of your TV sets and listen to us through your phone. All right, listen to us through your phone, else we will have difficulty communicating with you. All right, so listen to us through your phone. Actually, you were making a point about, I think you haven't sufficiently made that point, why Madrid cannot come back. Have you?
For me, it's...
Tactically. Because one thing is guaranteed, Declan Rice will not get 2 free kicks to score. It's simple as that. So if they have any other goals to score, you go and find someone to score the goals. They will not get 2 free kicks to score. Madrid, they have one free kick around the penalty area.
You see, Arsenal don't need free kicks to score.
They needed 2 free kicks to score.
Here's the thing. When we talk about Arsenal and set pieces, this is where we're actually coming to see the set pieces that Arsenal score from. crosses into the box, be it corner kicks or free kicks into, and then they will attack it and then score. They will, Look, what we saw on Wednesday. I
understand we have say Gaucho on the line, but you just land it and let me go to.
What we saw on Tuesday, the beauty of it was how Arsenal shackled Real Madrid. So when they were not in possession of the ball, they'll go with a back three. Martin Lewis Kelly will tack into midfield. Then you would have 5 Arsenal midfielders surrounding the 3 or the 2 of Real Madrid, essentially caging and imprisoning them in the middle. That is how come Camavinga will get the ball, he will knock it around. But they had isolated Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. So Real Madrid's threats were out of the equation and could not play. You're going to see a repeat of that on Wednesday. More to the point, the haram ball that Arsenal are coming to play. See, on Tuesday, when Arsenal did that and they won possession, they played. Right? They played on the front foot. In the 17 minutes, that they completely killed Real Madrid because they were positive. They took risks and all of that. You won't see too much of that on Wednesday. On Wednesday, it is going to be a complete shutdown. Boom, boom. Not boom, boom. You see, Arsenal are not going to hit boom, boom. When Real Madrid have the ball and they try to go gang-ho, Madrid love it when the game is chaotic because that's what they thrive on. Arsenal won't do that. When it gets into that moment, they will just find party. Between Arsenal's first goal and the third goal, Madrid tried to make the match a game of basketball end to end. But whenever Arsenal had the ball and they realized that the game was drifting away from them into the hands of Madrid, they would just find party. 2 passes to sideways, 2 passes, short passes.
And everything calms down.
Then everything calms down. And it was important to kill Madrid's momentum because what Madrid have done very well this season is that in games where they've not been on top or not had momentum on their side, they can create a whirlwind in 45 seconds, 60 seconds, and then get something out of it because they have the individual quality.
Yeah, let's go to Zoom. Let's go to Zoom now. If the Gaucho is still on, then we can pick Gaucho or Prosper. Okay, it's been a while we saw Prosper here. Prosper, I'm curious. I'm really curious.
Prosper is back.
And I'm curious where you stand on this. I'm really curious where you stand on this. Where do you stand on this?
This thing we are talking about, history, that history will not repeat.
Hey, Prosper.
That's me.
Proper say yourself.
That's history. Will not repeat. And I'll explain. One, Arsenal, they are very good in defending by attacking their opponents. And you could see in the second half, Arsenal possessed the ball by attacking Real Madrid. And Real Madrid. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Prosper, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, I think we seem to have lost. Hey, Chairman, I got to ask that. She said, "Oh, we run right." Parkwesi, kindly unmute yourself. Hey, Parkwesi, kindly unmute. Small play with the play. You go where you just say, "Come here." You don't see what we do. Charlie,
can you hear me now?
We can hear you, Parkwesi. Go ahead.
So I'm saying that. In the second half, Arsenal attacked Real Madrid.
All right. What's the name? Parkwesi, just hold on. Let Prosper land, and then we'll come to you. Parkwesi, just hold on. Prosper, land, then we'll go to Parkwesi.
Arsenal attacked Real Madrid, and Real Madrid were depending on the pace of Vinicius Junior and then Mbappe. But you could see clearly what Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Odegaard were doing in the midfield. They were blocking all those passes that were coming from Real Madrid. And the same thing is going to happen in the second leg.
Why do you think why do you think the same thing will happen? You think Ancelotti and they were born, he won't change anything?
But who is he going to bring?
It's not about bringing it. It's about also changing the tactics.
It's on record.
Changing the tactics.
Camavinga won't play. Tchouaméni won't play. Is he Modric who?
Tchouaméni is available.
His legs are off. He cannot do anything.
Trameni is available. Trameni is available.
Hello? But I don't think Tramini can make a difference in that game.
Hey.
What I'm saying is that Arsenal players are very aware of what Real Madrid can do in this stage of the Champions League. And I'm sure psychologically they'll be prepared. And don't forget, Arsenal are very, they really want a trophy this season. And for the fact that the Premier League is off their hands, they will never allow Real Madrid to overcome them.
All right. All right, Prosper, great. Thank you. Let's go to Pakwesi. Pakwesi, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Charlie, why you go where Arsenal just say this early morning? This morning, Charlie, you they worry too much.
Allow the man to express himself, please.
Go ahead.
No. I'll be Arsenal through and through. Okay, so I just got up.
Chese, since Tuesday. Since Tuesday, you haven't recovered.
To work. I mean,
you haven't recovered.
My boss Charlie, my boss is Liverpool fan.
Yes, I'm on the line.
All right. Go ahead, Pakwesi. Why do you think Real Madrid cannot come back against your team? Why?
Okay, so let's see. First, we met Real Madrid in 2006. Okay, they've never beaten us. At Emirates, we played draw, and then we went ahead to beat them 1-0 at Bernabeu. So.
Oh, somebody's calling Pakwesi, definitely. Somebody's calling him. And
is the Madrid friends he has. And this they don't like the fact that he just told them that the Bernabeu, we've gone there and beaten Madrid there.
Gaucho is back. Gaucho. Charlie Gaucho, this one you're wearing red. Yeah. Unmute yourself.
I've unmuted.
This one you're wearing red. Yeah. You're not going to support the agenda.
Yeah. But I'm also on the line. Wisdom.
Gaucho, what do you think? Do you think Madrid will come back?
The fact that we are having this conversation in the first place is because Madrid is a big.
Oh, Gaucho's sound is off. I'm not sure what is happening to Gaucho's sound. Gaucho, your sound is off. I'm not sure what.
Check, your device may have been muted. You may have muted on the device.
I'm saying that. I'm saying that the first place we're having this conversation because Madrid is a beast in the Champions League. If not, this match would have been a dead match, and it's also a motivation for Arsenal. Yes, because they should also go into the match hoping that anything can happen, and once they have that in mind and they do their homework well, definitely Arsenal will eliminate Madrid.
Gaucho, which team do you support?
He's a Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool.
Wow, look at that.
And one more thing, I'm happy that the king stays.
Yeah, the king is staying, isn't it? King is staying, man. Yeah, man, that's true, man. Good to see Salah stay in the Premier League.
So he's staying to break the records. We are targeting the Alan Shearer record.
Hey.
Although it's far away.
Yeah, you got 2 seasons to do that. Great, Gaucho, thank you. Is it Wisdom that's been speaking in the background? Wisdom, are you there?
Yeah, Wisdom.
Yeah, Wisdom. Let's go. Let me see. Are you wearing white or you're wearing red? Let me see. Which one?
Let me just ask a very simple question.
Go ahead.
See that when it comes to Arsenal, then we tend to ignore histories. I just want to know, because if it's another team, we're going to do the calculations of, okay, we met them and we scored them this and that. Oh, the head-to-head, it's like this. But immediately it's about Arsenal. Now the host and some panelists are saying that, no matter what, Madrid is going to win. Now let me tell you. Against Zidane, Beckham, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, we did it. They came to Emirates. The match, in fact, what was even the strength of Arsenal squad then. Flamini. Alexander Herb. Fabregas. Let me tell you, nothing Madrid can do at Bernabeu. We are getting there. We will score them. We win that match.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Wisdom.
Wisdom, you be glad.
You see this point about this one.
Answer the question. He says,
relax.
No.
That's what I'm answering.
Who do that here?
No,
what is this point?
No,
He said, why is it that when it comes to Arsenal, people want to discard history?
It's okay. All right, we understand we should take the last person. Chairman, you don't look like pro Madrid at all. You don't look pro Madrid. We can hear you. Can you hear us? Can you unmute yourself? Unmute yourself so that we can hear you. All right, go ahead. If you have unmuted yourself, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've unmuted myself.
Yeah. Great. Let's hear from you. Do you think Madrid
about the Arsenal Real Madrid game? Look, there is no way Real Madrid can come back.
What is
Looking at their defense, they have poor defense. Look, they will win the game, but they will still concede, of which Arsenal is going to progress to the next stage of the Champions League.
Hey.
Yes, they will win. Madrid will win, but they will concede. Arsenal will qualify.
Which team do you support? Look, I beg you. Which team?
I support Man U. I am a Manchester United fan.
Leon, Onana, Amorim.
Onana there. Look, the least of our team, the better.
That name is a taboo name. Don't be mentioning that name. It's a taboo name.
Don't hear his name.
Why don't you want to hear Onana's name? It's the name of a human being.
No, he has caused a lot of harm to all the United fans.
Hey!
Look, I don't know why Amorim is still keeping Onana in the post. I'm even surprised.
All right. Anyway, Tom, thank you very much for joining. We appreciate you very much. Charlie, okay, Pakwesi didn't get to speak. His line broke up. Pakwesi, let's do some quick 1 minute with you, then we can wrap up. Let's go.
So as I was saying, we the first time we met was 2006, where we drew at Emirates, and then we had to win at the Bernabeu. Now, the Arsenal Madrid game is like the Clasico, where Bernabeu is our home. And we are going to beat them at the Bernabeu, and we are not going to defend. That is out. No, Arteta is not going to defend. We are going to beat them. We are coming strong to beat them. And we are not just going to do it. We are going to do it and go ahead and win the trophy. Because once we kick Real Madrid out, come on, the path is clear. We are going to win it. And I can show you that at the Bernabeu, Pate is going to party. We are going to party with who? Our rejected Looney, as we call him, Ceballos. I heard he was in, and the Madrid people were bragging that Ceballos is the cooler. Come on, take Ceballos and tell me who can proper administrate the midfield. Tell me.
Anyway, it's okay. Pakwesi, it's okay. This matter of Bernabeu is a home there. It's okay. We're not going to talk about it. It's okay. All right, let's take last one. Pakwesi, Clifford, you're our last person. Let's go ahead. Clifford, Charlie, you're wearing black. Madrid has a black jersey. Charlie, is it possible?
I don't think it's possible.
Hey.
when we check history, history is backing us now. So why is it that when it comes to us now, you people are trying to discard history? That is already there.
Same question.
And if anything can do that remontada, it is only Barcelona, because it was Barca who went away and lost 4-1 and then came back to win 6-1. So how is this going to happen? And even with Real Madrid, they went away. Do you guys even remember the time that they went away and lost maybe, let's say, 3-1 or without scoring a goal and coming back to win? maybe they should have scored maybe one day. It should have been 3-1 or let's say 2-1. That we'll be hoping that there will be a chance. But then I don't think there's going to be any comeback or something.
Clifford, it is well. It's okay. It's okay. Charlie, you hear the people. They say there's no vim. They don't know where your vim is coming from. It's like you're going to eat
But the two of you, wouldn't you answer the questions they've been asking?
No, there's no, Charlie. They said we have 2 minutes to wrap up. Clifford, Charlie, thank you very much. They said we need to move out of the studio.
Most of the callers were Barcelona fans, to be honest. Most of them were Barcelona fans and also Liverpool fans.
Someone has told you he's an Arsenal fan.
Two Champions Leagues away from them.
Someone has told you he's an Arsenal fan. You are denying.
No, we need to wrap up. Let him make
most of them that called were Barcelona and Liverpool.
So bias. There's no fact, anything to the argument. It's just bias.
On Wednesday, Madrid are going to win the game by moments.
Prediction.
4-0.
Sharp. Prediction.
Real Madrid 0, Arsenal 2.
Prediction. Madrid is qualifying. No. Why did they score 10 and qualify? Hey, qualifying. Hey. Charlie, anthem no, eh? Producer, I gave you the anthem. Play the anthem. Play the anthem. Ala Madrid. Play that. Oh, producer,